Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nashley, and today's video we are going to be talking about 36 weeks of pregnancy. I think usually every video I'm like 6 days into the week. So today I am 36 weeks and 6 days. So I've gotten to experience what week 36 feels like. So right now baby is about 18.7 inches in length and they weigh about 5.8 pounds. If we're comparing the size of the baby to a fruit, they are the size of a papaya. By 36 weeks, the baby has shed most of that waxy covering and the lanugo, which is that fine little hair. Most babies by this week will be in the head down position, and they're also making their way lower down into your pelvis, preparing for labor. That was pretty much everything I learned about week 36. We are preparing for labor, and so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into my symptoms. This week, the fatigue has been real. I am tired for no reason, out of breath for nothing, and even like talking, I'm out of breath. So we're getting right to the very end, and I think that's why. I've also been feeling a lot of pressure on my pelvic floor, and I shared it on my Instagram last week, but I actually went to the labor and delivery triage because I thought my water had broken, but it didn't. I peed my pants, and apparently that's very common, but that's never happened to me before, and it's just the amount of pressure I'm feeling the baby's putting down on there made me pee my pants. I'm also having a really hard time sleeping, and although my daughter is waking up frequently during the night, I just can't seem to fall asleep in an extended amount of time. I wake up to go to the bathroom, or wake up because my daughter wakes up. I wake up just because, and I'm getting very little sleep. So that might also have something to do with how fatigued I'm feeling. I am also experiencing acid reflux. This week it has intensified more than other weeks, and it just feels like, you know, I have food way up here, and it's just an uncomfortable, nauseating feeling. And so I figured that if I eat smaller, more frequent meals, I can combat the acid reflux, and that has been working. But really for dinner, since it's so close to bedtime for us, it's just, I could just still feel it up here. So something that I could do is maybe eat dinner earlier or eat less, which is what I've been trying to do, and we'll see how it goes. I have been experiencing Braxton Hicks every day, multiple times a day, but there's nothing that's like, you know, no pattern, no certain amount of length. It's not any type of rule, not the 5-1-1, not the 10-1-1. This is my second pregnancy. So he said that the contractions need to be 10 minutes apart, 1 minute in length for at least an hour. So that's when I should be heading to the hospital, but I haven't had any pattern like that, but I am getting lots of Braxton Hicks. Something that was pretty evident in my first pregnancy was swelling. I was so swollen in my feet. I remember how swollen my feet were, and I haven't been experiencing swelling like that, but I have still been experiencing swelling. So of course, you already know, I can't fit my ring on my finger, and I do have some swelling at the end of the day on my feet, but it's nothing like my first pregnancy. One TMI symptom that I have been experiencing is increased discharge. That's something that happens with pregnancy. It's normal. It's a little bit more watery, and it just is what it is. When I went to the labor and delivery triage, they mentioned it, and they were like, that's totally normal for the stage in pregnancy. So it's just the body preparing for labor and birth. So now I'm going to answer some questions. I had a little bit of questions from my last video, so I'm excited to answer those in this one. So I'm gonna be looking down because I have the questions right here. The first question says, you look great, thank you. Do you want more kids after this one? And I think that maybe there is a possibility that there might be more, but I think personally I'd want to see what 2 kids, having 2 kids is like, and then we'll go from there. Maybe not right away, maybe a few years from now when the girls are a little older, just because a 1-year-old and a newborn and then having another one right away, it just sounds like, ugh, it just sounds like a lot. The next one, thank you for the compliment, and they're asking about diapers. And so with my daughter now, we're using the Rascal and Friends diapers. They're found at Walmart, and those are our favorite. They're so absorbent, they keep her dry at the same time. They used to have the line, like the indicator line, that if she went to the bathroom it would turn a certain color, and they took that away from the design because of like the ink wasn't friendly, like skin friendly, I'm not sure, but you can usually tell when a diaper is wet or dirty just by feeling it or looking at it or smelling it, so that's not an issue. So those are the diapers that we are also using for the newborn. Again, babies are also unique, and we're gonna try the diapers on her, and hopefully they do well for her and her skin doesn't react poorly to them, and then we'll continue to use those. If not, we'll find alternatives, but right now it's the Rascal and Friends diapers. And the next question here, thank you so much for the compliment, I appreciate that. I totally have the pregnant waddle. I'm not necessarily sure that she's completely dropped, but she is much lower, and I'm walking much slower, and I definitely have a waddle. Nobody has really asked to touch my bump. Usually people just put their hands on there, and I don't really mind too much. I feel like they usually get the hint if I don't care for them to have their hand on my belly, but for the most part, if it's family or friends, it's not a big deal. I actually had 2 questions asking me if I'm gonna have a birth vlog, and yes, that's the plan. I just emptied my phone, so I have a lot of storage left and I can record for as long as I want, so I am planning on recording the birth vlog. I have another question asking me about TMI symptoms. I have one previous update where I did share those, so I'll link it here for you to watch if you're interested in learning any more TMI symptoms that I've been having. And then I have this one. Thank you. Yes, my belly is cute, big, round. I appreciate that. I did enjoy my Christmas. I hope you did as well. And that's all the questions I got. So now let's get into the bump date. For my previous pregnancy, I have week 37, and I'm basically 37 weeks, so it will be a spot-on comparison on my first pregnancy belly compared to my second pregnancy belly. So here we go. This is what we're looking like from the front and from the side. I think now the difference isn't as big from the first time around, but here we are, here she is. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I will make sure to answer them on my next update. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell notification so that you're notified when I post a new video. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.